Hello again, everyone. Welcome or welcome back to Li'l KArtistry. I am Kristen, the artist also known as Li'l K, and this is my messy little corner of the art world. I have been playing around in paints for several days, and I have been making quite a mess. I would like to welcome you, and I would like to thank you for coming back. If you are a subscriber and you're coming back to watch another video, if you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you for your first time. If this is your first time, and I want to thank you for joining me. I hope that you will consider subscribing. If you like what you see here, I have over 200 videos of various styles of fluid art. Also, I have a few mixed in there of some texture art that I've been working on. We'll get into more of that in the future. Today, as I am recording this, it is Thanksgiving Day 2024, and I am back home after eating a wonderful meal and spending time with my family, my pets, and all of that. I am back home in my studio and just delighted to be with all of you this evening and sharing this video. Among other things, I am thankful for my life. I am thankful for my wonderful family and my friends. There are very few people on this planet that I call friends, and I treasure each one of them. Most of the people that I know are acquaintances, and they're wonderful people, and they add so much to my life, but I only have a few that I would actually call friends. And so I'm grateful for them. I'm thankful for my health, albeit it's been up and down a little bit lately, for my pets, for my home, my wonderful, albeit small studio, but it fits everything that I need. I'm grateful and thankful for all of the things that I have been blessed with. And one of those things is my ability to make art. And those of you who have been following me for a while know that my art started as therapy. It continues to be that. And one of the artists that I am the most thankful for finding is the incomparable, wonderful, beautiful, extraordinarily talented and gifted artist Li'l KArtistry. This is going to be a Dutch style pour. It is not going to be a bloom. This is going to be an abstract pour, I hope. And this is the first step in this pour that I will be doing once it is dry and cured. I will be adding texture to it and possibly some other fun little things we'll see. I also want to touch on this canvas probably looks familiar to you. Back, I did a base coat on a square 20-inch canvas and was intending to do a new style of painting on that I was very excited to share with you. I've learned a lesson this week, and that lesson is don't let your friends pick your style of art. No, I'm kidding. What the lesson is, for me anyway, if I don't love it, if it doesn't grab a hold of my soul, I am not going to stick with it. And for me, that style, I'm just not ready for yet. So I'm going to go back to the things that I am still working on perfecting. And one of those is the abstract Dutch style pour. So I am going to link in the description, not link, I'm going to put in the description my Li'l K pouring medium. And that is what these are mixed with. This is not just water. I do have a few things that I do mix with this. And it is just no second trace that leaves hardly any trace on the top there at all. This, I will be letting you know as I go the colors that I'm using. This is a mixture of titanium white, that's Amsterdam, a little bit of Amsterdam's phthalo blue, and also a tiny bit of the black. And that was just to dull it down a little bit because I wanted it to be more of a slate or a grayish blue. And then I will tell you what the colors are that I'm going to be adding to this canvas as I go. So I'm going to go ahead and put down the base layer. One thing that I've learned with this style of painting is that you have to make sure you put down enough base layer. If you don't, you will not have fluid art. You will have stationary art because it won't move on the canvas. I want to make sure I always put down almost more than enough base coat than what I need. And I'm just going to smooth this out so that it is over the entire canvas. I want the whole canvas to have a layer of base coat. Hope you all had a wonderful and relaxing and safe Thanksgiving. I live in central Maine, and we have been having, and are still having, our first snowstorm of the season. And yes, Thanksgiving. And thankfully, all of my family members made it back to their homes safely. I am very grateful for that. I also made it home safely and was driving on snowy roads that had not been plowed yet. It was not fun, but made it home. Me and Mr. Bentley are safe and sound. He is sleeping in the other room, as he usually goes in his other room on his bed when Mom comes in to paint. Some of you met him in a previous video. Every once in a while I bring him out and so you guys can see him. He's a sweetheart, a big-hearted Chewini. Okay, I'm just going to spin that a little bit just to flatten it out a little bit, make sure that I have all the edges covered. And I'm going to go ahead and I recently mixed the base coat, so there's still quite a few bubbles in it. But thankfully, with this style of painting and with this pouring medium, it's real easy. The bubbles come right to the surface and they can be popped real easily. Don't necessarily want a ton of bubbles in my base coat because I don't want them to show through in my painting. Okay, bubbles are popped. Okay, so this is, like I said, going to be a Dutch style pour. It is going to be more abstract. I am not going to go for a bloom this time. I wanted to try something a little bit different. So I've got a few colors here. Most of these colors are not cell makers. They are not iridescent. Like this is a silver and this will make a cell. And then for whatever reason, the Liquitex Basics Cadmium Yellow typically will make cells. I don't know why. Not sure why it does that. But I am going to start, I think I'm going to start out with a little bit of Prussian blue. Yeah. Do a little Prussian blue. And I think we'll just do something like that. And then maybe like that. There. Maybe one this way too. We'll have this go a little bit further back. Oh, that's a big bubble. That'll pop as we get going. Okay, then on top of the Prussian blue, a little bit of the Permanent Blue Violet. Another one of my favorite colors, Permanent Blue Violet, so pretty. It does have a little blue in it, so that will look nice with the Prussian blue. The nice thing about this is that you don't have to be exact with it. Then on top of that, I'm going to go with a little bit of the golden fluorescent pink. Just because I think that's such a pretty color. And it will add a little bit of brightness to this painting, I think. It'll brighten it up a little bit. That's pretty. Oh my goodness. And then maybe we'll go on top of that with a little bit of the cadmium yellow. Again, just to brighten it up a little. There we go. Then I'm going to go with, this is Permanent Blue Violet with a little bit of titanium white and a tad bit of burnt umber. Just a tiny bit. And guys, if you have not yet discovered Winskidonia or found her page, may I highly recommend that you hop on over there and show her some love, because she is, I've never met her. I believe she lives in Holland. She's Dutch, hence the name Dutch Poor. Never met her, but I know that if I would absolutely adore her. She seems like the most delightful person in the world. So sweet. And as I said, she has inspired my art because she is very in touch with nature and inspired by it, as am I. Very inspired by nature. Okay. I don't know if I want to put a little bit more of that blue on top of the silver. I think I do. Just a little tiny bit more blue on top of there, just because I think that's going to look real pretty blend in with the silver. Okay. And then I probably just put a tiny bit of this around just to make sure that I'm able to blow this out really well. Again, guys, lots of base coat. You're going to want it, you're going to be thankful if you have too much. So don't worry if you have too much. You'll regret it if you don't mix up enough. I'm just saying, ask me how I know. So many times I've not had enough base coat. And if it's a color that you have specially mixed, like this one, it will be frustrating because you won't be able to mix again exactly as you did the first time. Okay, so this is my blower. It's on low and it's on cool. So let me think of how I want to start this out. I think I want to start it from the center and I'm going to go that way. Let's see. Oh my. So pretty. So colorful. My goodness. Wow. This is glorious. I mean, I think so. I don't know what you all are thinking right now, but I'm thinking, wow. I'm thinking, wow, this is very pretty. I'm not in love with this area here. So let me see what I can do to fix that. And sometimes you kind of have to be brave, you guys, and just do it and hope that it works out. And if it doesn't, this is the only spot in this canvas I really don't love, and I kind of want to fix this. Hold on, let me see. Hold your breath, guys. I'm gonna try something. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. Oh, so thankful. Okay, so wow. Amazing. So there's some things I want to just tweak a little bit. And I will tell you as I go what I'm doing. I hope I don't get my hair in here. Apologize for you who have to look at the top of my head here for a minute. I am going to go ahead and I just want to do something here a little bit. There we go. That's better, don't you think? And then this also is a little dull. There we go. Oh my, my, my. Maybe here. There we go. Okay, now I do need my dotting tool. It is in the other room soaking. Hold that thought. I will be right back. Okay, so sorry about that. Was cleaning my tools and I forgot, left them in the other room. Okay, let me see if I can. There we go. Okay, so what I kind of want to do is bring this all toward the center. So I'm going to start this way. Just to give it a little bit of continuity. And for me anyway, it kind of draws the eye to the center of the painting a little bit better. Before it was kind of all not quite sure what it was doing with itself. There we go. That's better. Okay, then I like to define these bits a little bit better, just because sometimes they look a little muddied. So I just like to give them a little bit more shape. And you guys don't have to do this when you do this style. I mean, it's completely up to you. I like it because I think it adds a little bit more interest to the, wow, this is beautiful. I think it adds a little more interest to the overall painting. If there are some lines that kind of draw your eye in a certain direction versus just kind of all over the place. I don't know. I don't have any formal artistic training. I don't know if there's a name for that. I don't know. I'm sure there probably is. I just don't know what it is because I didn't go to school for art, so I don't know all the jargon. If you guys know what that, like, continuity, I mean, I just want to call it continuity, but okay, so this is bugging me a little bit. This is kind of muddied here, so let's see if we can make it a little less muddy. There we go. Okay, I like that better. And then we'll probably bring this in. There we go. Pretty, pretty. What do you guys think? Do you like this? It's massively colorful. I was not anticipating there being this much color. Now hold on, because I just saw something here. Okay, that would be a Kristen hair. Oops, you see, you got a part of me and my DNA in the painting. That's what you get when you order a Li'l K original. You get a little bit of me, put a little bit of myself in every painting, guys. A little bit of my DNA. Just kidding. I try not to do that. It does. I think it takes away from the painting a little bit when you put your DNA in it. Let's do something with this here. It's still kind of bugging me. This is... There we go. that's that muddied area that I tried to fix. I mean, I think I did a pretty good job. This is just, this and this just, I mean, oh boy, these are pretty. Okay, now what I want to do is add some feathers maybe? I don't know. I call them feathers. Again, just to add a little bit more interest. I am so glad that I put the cadmium yellow and the iridescent pink, because they're mixing and they're making this gorgeous, just a tiny hint right there and right there and right there, just the tiniest hint of orange, and it is spectacular. We've gotta fix this little dude here. Center's not, there we go, okay. Okay, so I am going to decide what the composition is going to be for this. I don't have the slightest clue which way I want it to go. I think maybe this is the bottom. Hold on, because I don't... There we go. That's just a little too meh. There we go. Okay, I think this is the bottom. Let me just turn one more. Oh gosh, this looks really good with this as the bottom too. This the bottom? Or is this the bottom? This the bottom? Okay, definitely does not go that way. Let me do a few more of these guys here. That needed to be... I think we might need one over here too. Let's put one right here. I don't want to mess with that orange. That orange is stunning. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go with this as the bottom. You guys tell me what you think. That right there is the composition, I think. Oops, we need a little something over here. There we go. Okay, I am gonna bring you guys, I'm gonna stop fiddling with it. Okay, I'm gonna bring you guys in for a close-up so that you can see what I'm seeing here. And I am very excited to hear what you all think in the comments section. Let me know. I'm gonna see if I can, I'll turn the overhead light off because that will put a glare on there. Let's see if I can bring you in so that you can see this. First, I'm gonna zoom in on that gorgeous orange. Where is it? Right there. Oh my goodness. Look, isn't that incredible? That vibrant. Wow. So pretty. And there's more over here. Yellow. And I did not put any green in this painting, you guys. The blue and the yellow mixed. Oh. And the center. And then we go up from there. What do you guys think of this? Do you like this? I am right in love with this piece. Oh my goodness. Wait till you see what I'm going to do with it after it dries. You guys, you can't even, it's going to be, let me just say, I'm gonna kick it up a notch, as Emerald says. I'm gonna turn my light back on, come over there and say goodbye to you guys. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Again, I appreciate you so much. I can't wait to hear the comments. Let me know what you think of this piece. I am excited to hear your thoughts. I really am enjoying it. I think it's gonna dry well. I hope it dries well. I'm gonna add some fun stuff to it once it's dry. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna say, this is Li'l K once again, reminding you and encouraging you, go make the art.